The story begins with a terrifying asteroid on a collision course with Earth. To avert the disaster, humans launched nuclear missiles at it. All the missiles successfully destroyed the asteroid, but the resulting nuclear radiation-filled particles began to fall to the ground. This radiation caused massive changes in the DNA of all cold-blooded creatures, like ants, spiders, snakes, and lizards, making their sizes grow exponentially. A year-long war ensued, during which most of the large creatures were killed. However, the military, along with their bullets and guns, were also depleted. Approximately 95% of the human population was wiped out, and the survivors were forced to live in secret underground bunkers, Joel's Tragedy and 7 Years Underground. This is the tale of Joel, one of the survivors. Joel's story began when he was spending some private moments with his girlfriend Aimee in his car. Suddenly, fragments of the asteroid started falling towards their city. Soon after, a giant insect attacked their town. Seeing this, they ran towards Joel's house, where they saw everyone preparing to evacuate the city. It was then that Joel and Aimee were forced to separate. Before leaving, Joel promised Aimee he would find her soon. During the evacuation, Joel's family got caught in an attack by these gigantic creatures. Joel managed to escape the car, but his parents were trapped inside. In her final moments, Joel's mother urged him to run. As Joel reluctantly moved away, a colossal creature placed its foot on their car. Witnessing his parents' death before his eyes left Joel numb. Nearby, people quickly pulled Joel away and put him in a car, but Joel was unable to recover from the trauma of the accident. 7 years passed since this catastrophe. Joel was now with the people who saved his life. In this bunker, everyone lived with their partners except Joel. He still hadn't overcome the fear of his parents' death, and due to his anxiety, he was never sent outside. Whenever he saw these creatures, he would freeze and become paralyzed. Because of this anxiety, he was never assigned external tasks. For the past 7 years, Joel had been living his life inside the bunker, cooking and cleaning for everyone. Confronting fear and finding Aimee one day, a huge ant managed to enter their bunker. All the men in the group prepared to fight it. Joel also wanted to participate, but the others stopped him. A group of 4 went to kill the creature, and everyone else watched the fight on a thermal camera. During the fight, the gigantic ant grabbed one of the 4 men. Seeing his comrades in trouble, Joel couldn't bear it and rushed to save them. Just then, he saw the ant's shadow. The ant had one of their companions in its mouth. Seeing this, Joel's fear overwhelmed him, and he stopped in his tracks. As the giant ant moved towards him, Joel closed his eyes. When he opened them, the ant's head was lying at his feet. 2 members of the group had beheaded the ant just in time. To distract himself and cope with the incident, Joel started talking to someone on the radio. It was none other than Aimee. Aimee had also survived the catastrophe 7 years ago. However, Aimee's colony was very far away, and they hadn't met since their separation 7 years ago. Joel had contacted many stations to find Aimee and finally succeeded. They were talking happily, but the radio suddenly went silent. Having faced death today, Joel was a bit restless and didn't want to spend the rest of his life waiting for his death in a bunker. Joel asked his companions how far Aimee's colony was. They told him Aimee's colony was 140 kilometers to the west, built on a beach. Joel declared he wanted to go there. His companions explained that it would take at least 7 days to reach, and no trained person could survive out there for more than 3 to 4 days. "You'll die in an hour, son," they warned. But Joel had made up his mind. Either he would meet Aimee, or he would die trying. Joel also somewhat felt he was unworthy of living with these people in the bunker and was just a burden. But in reality, this wasn't true. Joel's friends loved him dearly. To help him, they even made a map so he could reach Aimee. The journey begins in meeting Boy. Now, after all these years, Joel came out of the colony. Aimee's colony was 140 kilometers to the west, but Joel had no idea which direction was west. Without looking or understanding, Joel walked forward. After walking a short distance, Joel heard the sound of a large creature. He went to hide in a nearby house, but a big frog was already present in the swimming pool. Upon seeing this creature, Joel froze again. Just as the frog attacked Joel with its tongue, someone pushed Joel away. It was a dog. The frog attacked again and grabbed Joel's leg with its tongue. Then, the dog bit the frog's tongue, forcing the frog to release its grip, and Joel and the dog quickly ran away from there. The dog soon climbed into a stationary bus. This bus was the dog's home, where he used to live with his owner, who was likely dead. Joel saw the name Boy written on a wall. As soon as Joel said Boy, the dog became alert, and Joel understood the dog's name was Boy. When Joel picked up a red dress lying there, Boy immediately snatched it from him. As it was the last memento of Boy's owner, Joel stayed in the bus all night and left in the morning. As Joel was about to leave, Boy followed him with the red dress as if he wanted to go with him. Joel then took the dress and put it in his bag, and they both set off. Passing through completely ruined areas, they slowly moved towards their destination. On the way, Joel saw some fruits on a plant. He was very hungry, but as soon as he tried to eat the fruit, Boy started pulling his leg, as if he didn't want Joel to eat it. Joel understood they might be poisonous. Moving forward, Joel kept writing about his journey experience in a journal. Meeting Clyde and Minnow. Suddenly, while walking, Joel fell into a big pit. As he tried to climb up, he realized he wasn't alone. There were large bones on the ground, meaning he wasn't the first victim of whatever was there. Suddenly, very agile, blood-sucking insects attacked him, but just in time, an unknown man pulled him up with a rope. This man was Clyde, and the little girl with him, Minnow, was also very dangerous. She blew up all the insects with a grenade. Clyde told Joel, "You shouldn't wander around here alone." To this, Joel replied, "I'm not alone, I have a dog, and I'm going to my girlfriend Aimee's colony." Clyde said he was going north, where there were mountains and snow, because there was a special colony there, and the cold kept the creatures away. Clyde said they had to travel together for a while, so Joel could join them if he wished. After walking for some time, they stopped on a hill. Minnow taught Joel how to shoot a crossbow, but Joel's aim was very poor. Minnow shared that her father was the best archer in their colony, but when a herd of these dangerous creatures attacked their colony simultaneously, Minnow's father and Clyde's son were killed. Since then, Clyde and Minnow have been searching for a safe colony where they can live peacefully. Just then, Clyde spotted a creature coming towards them from the jungle. Clyde told Joel, "This creature has caught your scent, so it will follow you for a very long time." Anyway, they quickly left the spot. Minnow and Clyde have been surviving on Earth for a long time, so they know a lot about these creatures. Later, Clyde saw a very large snail. Clyde told Joel, "Don't move at all." But Joel was already frozen in panic. Clyde slowly asked Joel to remove his t-shirt and placed it on the snail. The snail moved away without harming them. Clyde did this because now the snail would spread Joel's scent wherever it went, which would slightly confuse the creature following them. Joel asked, "Why didn't the snail attack us?" Clyde replied, "Some creatures are good too." Minnow said, "If you're ever confused, look into their eyes, you'll understand. Eyes never lie." That night, they stopped at a place where they ate food. But as soon as they started resting, Clyde woke them up because the scent of their food would attract other creatures, and it would no longer be safe to stay there. The next day, Minnow trained Joel on the crossbow again. Minnow said, "Calm your mind completely before shooting the arrow," and whenever Joel did that, every arrow hit the target precisely. Minnow was very happy seeing this and hugged Joel. Minnow, separated from her family at a young age, now saw an older brother in Joel. Well, a few more days passed like this. Clyde and Minnow taught Joel how to survive and avoid all the creatures. They talked about plants that could counteract the poison of venomous animals. After discussing everything, they finally talked about the most dangerous creature on Earth, called the Sand Gobbler. These sand gobblers move underground, precisely tracking any sound. But the most dangerous among them is their queen, who is many times larger and has a single wing visible above the ground. If the queen hears even a slight sound from you, the game is over. No one has ever survived an encounter with the Sand Gobbler Queen. Minnow continued to give Joel crossbow practice, and Joel got better day by day. Now, after 5 days, the place where their paths were to diverge finally arrived. Clyde told Joel, "You should come with us. It's a bit difficult for you to survive alone. If we stay together, the chances of survival are higher." But Joel was determined to meet Aimee. Minnow was very sad about his decision. Joel explained that Aimee meant a lot to him. Minnow hugged Joel one last time. As they left, Clyde gave Joel a grenade and said, "Only use it when absolutely necessary. After pulling the pin, count to 5 and then throw it. Remember, count to 5. Now, both groups set off on their respective paths. Solo journey and conquering fear. Now Joel and Boy had to cover the remaining 50 kilometers alone, but this journey was going to be very difficult. After walking a short distance, they reached a spot where Boy started behaving strangely and didn't want to go further. In fear, he hid under a paddle boat. Joel was trying to get Boy out when suddenly several legs emerged from under Joel's feet. It was a very large centipede. Joel fearfully took out his crossbow, but the creature came very close to him. It was about to grab Joel with its tail when Boy's barking scared it, and it attacked Joel with its tail, throwing him far away. Now, the creature surrounded the boat to kill Boy and flipped it over. Meanwhile, the scene of losing his parents played again before Joel's eyes. But this time Joel didn't freeze. He overcame his fear, stood up, and shot an arrow at the creature with his crossbow. The arrow hit the creature's neck, making it roar with anger. Now, leaving Boy, it swiftly came straight towards Joel. But right on time, Joel shot an arrow that hit the creature's head. Joel's attack instantly brought it down. Joel was trembling with fear. He couldn't believe he had actually killed such a large creature. Just then, he saw Boy, who ran towards Joel. Joel might not have been able to save his parents, but today he had conquered his fear and saved Boy's life. The Sand Gobbler Queen and betrayal the next morning. They reached a large pit and Boy started acting strangely again and running away. Joel understood that danger was near. Suddenly, Joel saw a creature coming towards him from inside the ground with a wing exposed. This meant it was the Queen, the Sand Gobbler Queen. To escape, Joel threw a small toy far away so the Queen would be drawn to its sound. And where Joel threw the toy, the Sand Gobbler Queen emerged, tearing the ground apart. Joel ran from there without wasting time, and the Queen chased him. While running, Joel suddenly fell, and his bag slipped from him. Joel hid behind a tree trunk following Boy. Joel covered Boy's mouth to prevent any sound. When there was no sound, the Queen started moving away. But then, Boy's owner's red dress fell from Joel's bag into the river. Seeing this, Boy ran to save the dress, disregarding his own life. Joel tried to stop him, but Boy didn't stop. Now the Queen started coming towards them again. To save Boy, Joel ran towards his bag and pulled out the grenade. After pulling the pin, as Joel started counting to 5, the grenade slipped from his hand. As Joel bent down to pick it up, the Queen arrived and attacked Joel. But Joel quickly, in panic, threw the grenade into the Queen's mouth and jumped into the river. His attack shattered the Queen. Joel was ecstatic, but he was very angry with Boy. As Joel came out of the water, he saw some creatures like leeches stuck all over his body. Panicked, Joel started removing the leeches one by one. He also blamed Boy for the entire incident. Joel was scolding Boy, saying that both their lives would have been lost because of that useless dress. Boy got angry at this and left Joel alone. Soon, Joel began to stagger from the leech's poison. The poison caused him to have hallucinations and see things. In this state of intoxication, he walked a short distance and fainted. Just then, he saw the plant that could neutralize the poison. Joel quickly ate the plant and started moving forward in a state of delirium. But he didn't have the strength to walk much further, so Joel sat down in one place. Suddenly, Joel saw Aimee there. Seeing Aimee again after 7 years, Joel immediately kissed her and then fainted again. When he woke up, he saw that Joel was now in Aimee's colony. Seeing Aimee actually in front of him, Joel was filled with joy and surprise. Aimee asked him to rest. Joel said, "It felt really good to kiss you again after so long." But Aimee replied, "You didn't kiss me, you kissed this old man." Aimee then informed Joel that some people had arrived at their colony, including a ship captain who wanted to take everyone to a safe place. Joel found these batten things a bit strange, but Aimee left for some work. When Joel came out of his room, he was astonished by the beauty of the colony. He also saw a beach outside. Aimee's colony is underground, but they are safe because of the ocean behind it, as these creatures do not like water. Seeing Joel outside, Aimee came to talk to him. Just then, the captain and some of his companions also arrived. Aimee introduced Joel to the captain and said that he had traveled for 7 days to reach here. The captain was quite impressed by this and said he was formerly in the army and now takes the survivors on his ship to a base where they can live peacefully, away from these dangerous creatures. When Joel and Aimee got time to talk alone, Joel asked Aimee, "I came all this way just to meet you, but why don't you look that happy to see me?" Aimee explained that a lot has changed over these years. She lost her parents, and last year she also lost the person she deeply loved. Hearing this, Joel's world was shaken. Joel now realized he should have asked Aimee before coming here, "Do you even want to meet me?" But Aimee said it's her fault. She should have told Joel everything on the radio beforehand. But Aimee said, "I'm still happy you came here. Now we will go with the captain, and get rid of these creatures forever. And we can still be friends. Commentary inserted by the narrator. The guy traveled 140 kilometers fighting dinosaur-like insects, risking his life for this, and she's friend-zoning him.
What kind of wicked woman is this?
We can still be friends! He had friends in the bunker, too. Joel was not in a state to think or understand anything at the moment. After a while, Joel tried to contact his colony on the radio but couldn't connect. Just then, the old man came to Joel and offered him some fruits and beer. This is a gift from the captain for the whole colony for the start of a new life. Now Joel looked at the map his friends had given him. They had written messages for him on the back of the map, which made Joel emotional, and he realized how much the people of his colony loved him. And for the sake of meeting a girl he hadn't seen for 7 years, he had left them. Just then, a message from Joel's colony came over the radio. They were very happy to hear Joel's voice and that he had reached so far. Joel recounted all the incidents that happened to him, which surprised them, wondering how Joel managed all this alone. Joel asked them how they all were. Then they told him that after Joel left, there were several attacks, and the colony was no longer safe. Suddenly, the connection was lost. Now Joel decided he would go back for his friends and would not move forward with the captain without them. Just then, Joel's eyes fell on the fruits he was given. Seeing them, Joel started remembering something. Joel opened his journal and saw that these are the same fruits that Boy had stopped him from eating before. Seeing this, Joel ran to Aimee, but everyone outside was swaying in the intoxication of these fruits. Joel tried to explain to Aimee, but one by one everyone started fainting. Just then, Diana attacked Joel from behind. When Joel regained consciousness, he saw that all the people in the colony were tied up. In fact, this was the captain's job. He went to different colonies and stole the food and drink of the people there. The captain said, "Where do we get the fuel to run the ship?" That's why they had caught a very large crab, which drags their ship, and in return, they feed the people of the colonies they loot to the crab. As soon as the captain pressed the remote button, a black shadow started moving towards them from the sea. Everyone started trying to escape from there. Aimee then tried to untie her hands with all her strength and succeeded. With that, she also freed Joel. Aimee said, "I'll take care of these 3 people, you handle this crab." Now Aimee ran towards one of the men with a piece of the gate, avoiding bullets, and attacked him, after which both fainted. On the other side, the crab was getting closer. Joel picked up a nearby rod and ran towards the crab. As the crab jumped on Joel, Joel hit it with his rod and flipped it over. Because it was upside down, the crab couldn't get up now. As Joel moved forward to kill the crab, the captain gave the crab a strong electric shock with his remote. After this, the crab quickly got up and delivered a powerful blow to Joel. When Aimee regained consciousness, she saw Diana in front of her, and a fight began between the two. But Diana easily defeated Aimee. Meanwhile, as the crab was moving towards Joel, suddenly Boy arrived and stood between the crab and Joel. The crab became a little calm seeing Boy. The captain told Diana, "Kill this dog." As Diana was about to fire the rocket launcher in her hand, Aimee struck her hand, causing Diana's aim to miss, and the grenade hit the crab directly. This attack severely injured the crab. Just then, the captain himself came down and hit Aimee so hard that she fainted. On the other side, the crab was furious from the grenade hit and started moving towards the captain to kill him. But the captain shocked it again, and the crab turned back towards Joel. Joel told Boy to go to Aimee for her protection. Boy somehow tried to wake Aimee up. Seizing the opportunity, the 3 thieves left the scene and the creature was now attacking Joel one after another. Just then, Aimee regained consciousness and picked up the grenade gun lying in front of her. Now the creature grabbed Joel by his leg. Joel asked Aimee for the gun. Aimee quickly gave it to him, and Joel was about to pull the trigger, but then he looked into the crab's eyes. Joel suddenly remembered Minnow's words that, by looking into the eyes of any creature, you can tell if it's bad or not. In the eyes of this creature, Joel only saw pain, which was caused by the chain used to shock it repeatedly. Joel aimed at the chain and freed the crab. After this, the crab did not attack Joel at all. As Joel fell, Aimee came to him. Just then, the crab also started coming towards Joel. But upon getting close, it stopped as if it wanted to thank Joel for its freedom, and then it started moving towards the captain's ship. The captain had reached the ship by now. He tried to shock the crab with his remote, but nothing happened. Now he understood his luck was doomed. After this, the crab swallowed all three of them alive one by one and also destroyed their ship. The farewell. After all this was over, Joel was now ready to go back to his colony. But the bravery with which Joel had saved Aimee and her entire colony made Aimee like Joel again, and she asked Joel to stay. But Joel said, "My friends need me, so I have to go." Joel gave Aimee the journal he wrote on how to fight these creatures, in which he had written down all their weaknesses. Joel thanked Aimee because it was because of her that Joel came this far, and this journey had changed his life. As he left, Joel courageously kissed Aimee, after which Aimee said, "You traveled 140 kilometers for me. This time I will come looking for you." So, in your opinion, does Aimee deserve a second chance or not? Do let me know your opinion in the comments.